So I just released PSClassicTool v1.3. Here's a small walkthrough to the feature and how to use it, as well as what's new. Start it up. It's gonna try to automatically load up your USB drive. If it's not loading up, you can have a look at this menu. If for some reason it's crashing or not loading up, you can always do File, Force Open Folder, and then select a folder on your computer that have BleemSync installed. Let's hit this folder, I click OK. It's going to load up this given folder. I'm going to go back here. If you have a look down here, you can see the remaining space or the use space of that drive with more information. I will add a game, so we click Add a Game. I'll go to Network. Just select a folder on your computer that have an ISO or BenQ file within it. So I'll add Mega Man X4. It's going to start copying over to directly to your USB drive. While it's copying, one thing that is new to 1.3 is that it's totally unbound from the database and require BleemSync. While it was complementary to BleemSync in previous version, now it requires BleemSync, which means that you'll need to manually click the BleemSync button whenever you're done to apply change and run BleemSync. So if you update BleemSync on your drive, it's going to also run that updated version. You can always download a new version through the Download BleemSync option here. While it's copying over, you can also Google for a cover. Copy the URL to. Whoop, I clicked my controller button. Copy the URL over to your clipboard. I'll shut this down. So here, the game has been automatically added in alphabetical order to the list. I'll just paste my cover URL here and click Replace. It downloaded the cover, put it in the proper folder with the proper file name, so it should be usable. One thing that is new since 1.2 is the config file handling with double resolution. So if you don't provide a config file, BleemSync will create one for you. But you can still use my tool to do default and then check enable double resolution. I'll show you in just a minute what it does, but basically your game will look much better. With some game, I guess it can make the frame rate drop a bit, so play around with it, disable it, re-enable it, and you'll see what it changed. So once I'm done with all of that, just click BleemSync to run BleemSync. Wait a bit, it's going to reshuffle the folder IDs, then run the software. And as soon as the software is done, you can take that USB drive off, put it in your PlayStation Classic, and boot it up. So it's booting up. All your games should be listed in the same order as you are at, which was an alphabetical order. So if I want to show you the double resolution, here I'll start Tony Hawk 2. Basically, it's a shortcut to this option here, which is Enhance Resolution. So I'll disable it at first to show you what Tony Hawk looks like. I'll go to the character selection screen where we can see some 3D model there. Or even on the wheel, there's a difference. So I'll also display the FPS. So right now I'm at 30 FPS. you can see what the model looks like. This is without double resolution. And if I enable double resolution, oops, you can see that the wheel looks much better. And the model does also look much better. I'll go in game. So as far as what I've tested, no game had performance it, but still, I tested just a couple of games. The poor FPS you most likely are seeing is due to my computer and HDMI capture, but the game looks much nicer and is still really playable. So hopefully you'll find this tool helpful. I'm all open for feedback. Reach me out on Reddit or on my GitHub, and have fun, guys.